Morning, good afternoon, good evening. I need to make sure we are live and everything is set. Just give me a minute here to get this going. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of the day you are watching this broadcast or listening to it. I want to say thank you very much for joining us. Please, would you do me a favor and invite other people to join you? Share this broadcast. The information I'm about to share with you is going to encourage somebody, it's going to inspire somebody, it's going to be a blessing to somebody. If you like what you've been hearing so far, don't keep it to yourself. Share with other people. I've said these conversations that we're about to have in the next 52 days. This is our second day. We have 50 more days to go. It's going to be very important. If we don't talk, if we don't share, we are not going to be able to figure out solutions to some of the challenges we are currently having. I am of the opinion that each and every one of us has great potential, and we need to create that environment for people to thrive, for people to be able to reach their full potential. You can be part of it. And that's why the resource we're talking about that I have here, Welcome to America, 52 proven strategies that will position you to excel as an immigrant. It's a resource I want everybody to lay hands on. If you want to help immigrants, if you are an immigrant, I want you to grab this resource and let's have this conversation together. While we are focusing on US immigration, I want you to know that the strategies that are mentioned in this book apply to immigrants in other parts of the world and even immigrants that have moved within a country. While some of them are specific to the US, there are some that are universal. Yesterday, I talked about why I wrote the book. The whole idea is that those that came before made mistakes, and we don't want you to repeat those mistakes. While it's okay for you to make your own mistakes, it's not being smart when you repeat mistakes other people have already made. This is a roadmap for you to hit the ground running. If you apply these strategies we'll be sharing to your life, I promise you, you are going to save yourself a lot of headache. You will avoid making mistakes that will keep you grounded. We are moving into chapter 2 today, and we're going to be talking about the topic of you are unstoppable. You are unstoppable. I did not say you will not face challenges. I did not say you will not face disappointments. I did not say you are not going to fail. I did not say you are not going to face pushback. What I'm saying is this: in spite of all these things that I just enumerated, you are unstoppable. Nothing can stop you unless you let it to stop you. Immigrants are generally people that are very driven. They are risk takers, the adventurers, they push the envelope. They have drive. They have a vision. They are high achievers. That is why, as an immigrant, I don't know what is driving you, but I want to remind you that you are already driven. It's not easy to pack and leave and move to a different country or to a different location. Most people will rather sit in one place, complain, blame, and do nothing to change their situation. I want to commend you for taking the risks of living and moving into the unknown, believing that you can better your life. You must have heard that the sky is the limit, or let the sky be your limit. But today, I want to tell you that the sky is not going to limit you. You have just arrived. The country that placed people on the moon, and they are planning to send people to Mars. The sky is not your limit. You've arrived a country where you can dream, and dream really big. I want you to have big dreams. America needs you right now, and you are here because you are needed. You need to believe that you are not just here for the sake of being here. You have an appointment with destiny. That is why you are here. You've overcome a lot of odds to show up in this country. I know each immigrant has a fascinating story. We are going to talk about you telling your story in one of the chapters. Hold that for now, but I want you to know nobody shows up on the shores of this country without an amazing story of endurance, of perseverance, of drive behind them. You might not have recognized that, but I want to remind you today that you are unstoppable. You've been prepared all your life for this moment. So rise up and seize it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You are unstoppable. This country needs you. That is why you came. You may not know it, but I'm reminding you that the country needs you. That is why you moved here. And it's imperative for you to rise up to the occasion. Don't get distracted. Don't let the expectations, don't let the opinions of other people become your reality. Don't let what other people are going to tell you about you diminish your drive, diminish your vision, diminish your dream. You know what is driving you. I want you to stay focused and remind yourself, I am unstoppable. You can only be stopped when you let other people stop you. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what is thrown at you. It doesn't matter how difficult it's going to get. It doesn't matter how many mistakes you're going to make. It doesn't matter how many times you're going to fail. You need to believe that you are here at the right time, in the right place. You have what it takes to make a difference. I want you to remember this. When you get up each day, remind yourself this. I have been through a lot. I've given up so much. I cannot accept failure as my portion. Count the cost of migrating to this country. Count the cost of living the comfort of your country of birth and push forward with tenacity, with focus, with vigor. You cannot sacrifice so much for so little. You left behind the usual smells and taste and comforts and friends, family, other opportunities. For this one, now is the time for you to capitalize on that. You cannot be stopped. You've been equipped, you've been prepared already to make a difference in this country. The country needs you. That's why you are here. I want you to also remember this. You are not the first immigrant. You are not the last. Millions have come before you, and a lot of them succeeded. That is why you were attracted to this country. If those immigrants were stopped, if they failed, there wouldn't have been any country for you to move to. America would not have existed if the first immigrants failed. They succeeded. Now is your time to make history, and you are here. I want you to wake up. We are going to dwell on how you're going to do this, but I want you to start thinking that you have a destiny with history. You are here at the right time. There are many examples of immigrants that have come before you, and they did really well. When you use the telephone, think of Graham Bell. He was an immigrant. The father of modern physics, Albert Einstein, he was an immigrant. You can think of Arnold Schwarzenegger, the former governor of California. He was an immigrant. Think of Andrew Carnegie. He was an immigrant. We have a long list of immigrants who heard about the opportunities in the United States of America, and they showed up. Most of them just with the shirt on their backs, with little or nothing, yet nothing stopped them. They had challenges, they had pushback, they had to fight. Some of them bled and died and paved the way for you and I to have this conversation. I have an entire book on racism, and we're going to have that conversation. I don't want you to think your skin color is going to give you an advantage, or your skin color is going to place you in a disadvantageous position. Don't believe that lie. It is a lie. None of us is defined by the amount of melanin that we have in our skin. If you've been told that, you need to trash it. That information belongs in the garbage heap of history. Dump it. Don't accept it. Melanin is just to protect us from the radiation of the sun. Nothing more, nothing less. You are not the color of your skin. You are not. Don't let it stop you. What you believe about yourself is going to determine the actions that you're going to take. And that is why, if you are listening to my voice, I want to remind you, you've come this far. You know the obstacles you've overcome. You know the difficulties you have overcome. You know how much you've pushed yourself. Nothing stopped you. Why do you think you're going to be stopped now? What makes you think you're going to be stopped? I want to remind you, you have it in you. You are unstoppable. Rise up to the occasion. Remind yourself this each day. Many have come ahead of me and succeeded. It's my own time. I'm going to succeed. Yes, I'm going to face pushback. Yes, I'm going to have difficulties. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to have failures. However, nothing is going to stop me. If you believe that and apply it, you are indeed going to be unstoppable. That should be the ground zero for you to build on and have a successful life in this country. You may be listening to me right now and telling me, I've had it hard. I came in, X, Y, Z happened to me. And where I am right now is not where I intended to be. Don't give up. It's not a number of times that you fail that matters. What matters is the ability to pick yourself up and keep moving. You might have given up on your dreams. You might have given up on your vision. I want to remind you why you came to this country in the first place. If you are weary, if you feel defeated, maybe it's time for you to change the strategy. Maybe it's time for you to move again. You may have to change states. Maybe it's time to change your friends. We're going to dwell into all that. But remember, you are unstoppable. And we are going to expand in the next chapters on how this is going to happen. It's not enough to say, I am unstoppable. Action speaks louder than words. And this resource has been put together to equip you so that we are not only going to say we are unstoppable, we will truly be unstoppable. Grab your copy. You can read ahead. If you have questions, there is a number on the screen, 214-908-3963. We also have an email if you rather email us, eternalkingdom101@gmail.com. I would like to see your comments and any questions that you have. I want to thank you so much for watching. And if you need to order many copies of this book, we have possibility for huge discounts. Just reach out to me. Once more, you've been listening to Dr. Eric Tangumonkem with IEM Approach. And for the next 52 days, we are talking about how to be successful as an immigrant in the US. And tomorrow, we'll be talking about having a plan. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Have a fantastic day and see you tomorrow.